So today I'm going to be talking about some perfumes that will help you kind of tap into your divine feminine energy. I love these perfumes. Every time I wear them, they just make me feel really ethereal, and I just feel like when you truly tap into that feminine energy, you just radiate beauty. And obviously you don't need perfumes to do that. You can do that by working on your inner self, but when you've worked on your inner self and you already feel the most feminine you, and you add a perfume like this, it just is the cherry on top. So these perfumes will all kind of help you tap into that energy that is within all of us. With that said, let's get straight into it. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turning post notifications on, and let's get started. Okay, this first one makes me a little sad because unfortunately this is a discontinued perfume, but I'm including it anyway just in case any of you have it and maybe have forgotten about it. And also definitely recommend checking on secondhand websites for it. But Giorgio Armani Se Fiori is the most ethereal feminine fragrance. Every time I wear this, I just bask in the scent. It's a perfect balance of floral and sweet, but ultimately just extremely feminine. And here you get some blackcurrant. It's really rich, almost borderline jammy. You get some rose, some neroli. You get a nice base note of vanilla. This is a really creamy scent, super rich. The rose is really jammy, kind of gives Turkish delights, a little slightly powdery. It smells like a gorgeous bouquet of flowers in the most sweet, delicious way. It's not a gourmand, but it's definitely pretty sweet. The word fiori literally translates to flowers in Italian, and that's what this smells like. It just smells like a gorgeous bouquet of flowers, but in a very creamy and sweet, delicious way. So this is a little beauty. I'm so upset that they took this away. Even if you didn't like the original C, this is pretty much entirely different from the original C, which is a little bit more focused on the patchouli, and it kind of smells like wine. This is way softer and just really beautiful. All right, next recommendation is Irresistible by Givenchy. There's a few flankers in this line. I personally recommend the Eau de Parfum. This is gonna be a gorgeous, sweet, juicy pear, but it's got a lot of depth in it. There's this beautiful rose note in here that is accompanied by iris, so it kind of gives it a little bit of that makeup-y, powdery kind of scent. It's not a powdery scent, but that iris just kind of gives it that vibe. That pear really is the star of the show in here though. It's so juicy and bright and just so sweet. A little woodsy in the base. This is just intoxicating, sexy, feminine every time I wear this. And I'm not even exaggerating this. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. This is definitely within my top 5 most complimented scents of all time. I don't know what it is about this one. I literally got a compliment on this the day that I bought it, just literally being at the mall. So I knew from that point this was going to be a good one, and from that moment on, every time I wear this, it's a compliment magnet. So if that's what you're looking for, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. There's just something really magnetic about it that really draws people in every time you wear that. Next one, this is a new favorite, but it's stunning. It is so beautiful. It smells a little whimsical, and I'm all for that vibe. And this is by Latafa, so it's like under $30. This comes from the Bade Al Oud line, and this one is Noble Blush. This perfume bottle, first of all, has so much detail to it, and it looks so luxe and expensive. There's also some weight to it. This is a weapon. This is literally like a 2-pound dumbbell. I'm not even joking. Every time I smell this, I have to take a moment because the smell is just that intoxicating that it just kind of leaves you speechless. This perfume has notes of rose milk. It's not just a rose flower note. We got rose milk in here. It's lactonic. There's depth. It's rich. You have meringue. It's creamy. Vanilla. It's a little musky. It's a little woodsy, but overall, literally, it is true rose milk mixed with vanilla and meringue. It's just so delicious. Definitely more gourmand type notes, but I wouldn't say it's gourmand in the sense that it's like food gourmand. It's just really sweet, but there's still a freshness to it. It's not cloying or nauseating or anything like that. It kind of reminds me, not that they smell similar because they're completely different scents, but kind of the vibes of both of these are really, really similar in the sense that they're floral but also really sweet and have a lot of depth to them. This one though, this is incredible. Next, this scent has been with me for years, but I cannot get enough of it still to this day. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't wear this all the time. It's a very specific scent, but every time I do, it makes me feel really feminine, really sexy. There's something really magnetic and just so delicious about this one. This is gonna be the most gourmand that you're gonna get and the most sweet of this entire video, and that is Killian Love Don't Be Shy. This is literally the Sweethearts Valentine's candies, just like marshmallowy deliciousness in a perfume. This is intensely sweet, so take that with a grain of salt. You really have to love sweet scents to love this one. I think we all know why this perfume got super hyped. It's because somehow people found out this is the perfume that Rihanna wears, and there's been countless interviews of just random celebrities that have met Rihanna that would always just rave on and on and on about how good she smells, and then somehow it came to be that this is the perfume she wears, so the internet went crazy. It got sold out for a while, and I got my hands on it, and it's been with me for the past like 4+ years. There's really nothing like it. Obviously there's dupes after this, but it's just so marshmallowy, ooey gooey sweet while still having this orange blossom floral kind of scent to it. It's so feminine and gorgeous. It's intoxicating and sweet. Definitely something you'd want to wear for like a date night, and definitely I would say more nighttime, because there is a richness and a depth to it that makes it just a little bit more appropriate for the nighttime. So definitely if you're going on a first date and you really want to reel them in, this is definitely the scent to do that with. Next I have Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. This is definitely my favorite from this line. First of all, the perfume bottle is giving vintage, antique, beautiful gorgeousness, which I'm all here for. And although this definitely looks like it would be very much of a floral scent, and yes, there is that element to it, there's actually a ton of sweetness to the florals that are in here. That's kind of the theme with this whole video. I'm not always all for the floral scents. I always need a little sweetness in my florals, and that's kind of what all these have in common. I just feel like that's just the most feminine and just a beautiful balance. My favorite part of this is after having it on for a good hour, 2 hours. Definitely later on is when this is just my favorite thing in the world, because there's something that will radiate every once in a while. You'll catch this delicious whiff of something so incredible in the air, and you almost kind of don't realize that it's you for a second, and then you're like, oh wait, that's me, and it's literally this. This perfume just kind of transforms. It's not a linear scent. It starts off pretty bright. It's got dewberry and coconut in the opening, but the base notes, obviously you get that magnolia, and there is a good amount of white florals in here, which I'm not really normally a fan of, but the white florals in here are not aldehydic or like extreme white florals. They're more soft, and they're giving soft, warm white florals, but I think with the balance of that dewberry and the coconut, it gives it a little bit of creaminess and sweetness to work with, which just works beautifully with this scent. This scent is so good, really original and intoxicatingly sexy. Next, I would say this is probably the freshest out of this entire video that has kind of minimal sweetness, but literally will give you a bouquet of flowers. It is so feminine and ethereal, and that is by Oscar de la Renta. This is Bella Blanca. The perfume bottle of this is so stunning. It's got flowers all over it. This has a ton of white florals, and like I said, not normally a fan of that, because white florals to me give a little bit too much of a mature vibe, but the white florals in here are very warm. As I said before, it's kind of a criteria that white florals have to meet for me. This also has pear, which is another note that I find works so beautifully with florals specifically, because it just does something to them. It takes them from being really mature and having that vintage feel to just being a little bit softer and having a nice juicy sweetness to them. Also, I love the white iris that's in here. It gives it a bit of that makeup powderiness. It's a very pure, innocent smelling scent, something I would think of for like a wedding day or something like that. Just really, really serene and gorgeous. Last but not least, I hate that I have to include this in this video because it is a little bit on the pricier side, and I normally like to recommend more affordable scents on this channel, as you all know, and I feel like we got a nice balance of that in this video. And this is going to be the most expensive, but I can't deny the fact that this literally is femininity in a bottle. This perfume is so gorgeous, and it just exudes feminine energy, and that is Delina by Parfums de Marly. This perfume is a compliment magnet for men specifically. I don't know what it is. Every time I have this on, I get compliments on this from men. My husband loves this scent. It's really weird because out the bottle kind of smells a little screechy and a little loud, but when you put it on your skin, it transforms into something so beautiful. The florals mesh so well. Definitely at the heart of this, you're gonna get rose. It's a very rose dominant scent, and there's also this rhubarb lychee type of note, which gives it a little bit of a sour feel. Not gonna lie, there's a few notes in here that are not the best, but somehow in the mixture of everything, I just love how everything kind of comes together. This truly is a masterpiece of a scent, and I hate the price point of it, but I almost kind of understand it because I've never come across a perfume quite like Delina. It's a very rose forward, woodsy bouquet of pink, delicious roses. It's really gorgeous. It definitely will make you tap into that feminine aura. If you're already working on that part of yourself and you have this perfume as the little cherry on top, this will make you feel like your most feminine self. So highly recommend Delina. If you want, you could get a little sample of it, and there's also a ton of dupes for Delina as well. There's literally a body mist for Delina by Bath & Body Works. Can't remember the name, but I'll put it up right here. This will give you pretty much the exact same scent if you want a similar scent without having to pay the $400 price point, which still blows my mind that I even paid for that, but I did. I'm a little crazy. But if you don't want to, literally that body mist will give you the same scent, and honestly it's pretty good longevity and all that good stuff. So definitely recommend that. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your most feminine, divine energy type fragrance in the comments down below. But that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.